Today we are in the Dubai Mall, and we are back in Dubai. We're always here. So this goes back to almost a year and a half ago. I was walking through the mall, and a guy taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Christian, I love your videos." Awesome dude by the name of Patek. We're meeting him right now. He actually works here at the Dubai Mall, and he works in a Rolex store. And to be honest, I've never been the kind of person that's been like going out and buying luxury status symbols. But there's one investment class that's actually been performing pretty well in this recession, and that is high-end watches. Now, even if I got one of these assets, I'm not sure I'd be able to wear it regularly. It'd be very much a special occasion kind of thing, but that's okay. I really like wearing my dainty little bracelets and all that, but there's a small chance I'm gonna take a look at whether this could be an interesting investment, because I might be able to secure one with this connection. And I think also they might even care a little bit about my social media to be able to secure me one, because right now there's a supply shortage of Rolexes around the world. You go into any of these stores and they'll probably only have maybe 10 on display, of which almost none of them are for sale. Basically, these are as good as currency, and they are being snapped up all around the world. And that's another one of the big names right there, Patek Philippe. So yeah, we're gonna take a look around and take a kick at it. What's up, man?
Good, good. How are you?
Guys, this is Patek. This is kind of an interesting experience for me. I've never ever looked at high-end like jewelry or watches, and I think it's like, for me, a combination of feeling like I want an interesting piece to wear once in a while, but also it's interesting because these are assets nowadays, right? They're outperforming 100%. Most investments, which is pretty unreal.
100%, that's right. Now everybody's just buying watches, and that's why we have actually very big high demand on the watches market. Yeah. Because people are taking their money and putting on watches. You know, stock market, crypto, everything's going down. Yeah. But now watches are always, you know, going up in the price, and they always hold the value. That's why it's a great chance now to buy a watch. Wow, beautiful.
She has one.
Yes. I have an investment.
So I was asking about this one right here, because I really like green. I don't like the opaque green. I like the more subtle olive, but nonetheless, this one's about a 700,000 AED, 175K US, and it's about a 2 to 3 year waiting list. Whoa, that's so shiny. It's not just watches. Expensive handbags like Chanel also hold their value and go up, actually. Let's play Guess the Price. How much is this?
I want this.
This is $2,500, and you can't fit anything inside. Guys, this right here, 60,000 AED for something that can maybe fit 2 chapsticks and a credit card.
I want it. I want it. It can fit more than 2 chapsticks and a credit card. It can also fit my lip gloss.
No matter what purse she gets, she's still gonna end up asking me to carry everything.
Not with these purses, they can carry everything.
Yeah. How much is it? If you guess 5,000, go up. If you guess 10,000, keep going. This is about 20 grand.
Yep. It's well worth it though. Look at the intricate art.
For that price, I'll make one. So we've made our way over to the second side of the mall, and this is actually known as Fashion Avenue. And right there, that is the world's largest Rolex store. So I'm actually not allowed to film once we get inside, because we're able to go through to the top where there's like a VIP area. Apparently there's like a cinema, a viewing area. It's really interesting. I mean, whether you like it or not, this is a very fascinating industry to see, you know, leather handbags selling for more than a car. And it even goes back to like the whole NFT craze. Is there really actually the amount of value behind that photo or that watch or that handbag? And the answer is no. It's all about scarcity. It's all about having a market that is willing to pay more and more for these items, and that drives up the price. So I'm gonna go inside here. So that right there, that's probably like the most ideal watch for me on the daily. If I was to like wear a Rolex, it would probably be that one, because it's got like the leather band, it's actually crocodile, and it's just got that kind of, you know, rustic kind of like antique look to it, but with the refined Rolex finish. It's amazing. So today has been really insightful, as we spent about an hour now going between Chanel, Rolex. We actually just finished up watching a film in their cinema. It was beautiful. This panoramic style projector, and their lounge was so stunning. I wish I could have filmed it, but it's a VIP area. That was incredible, wasn't it?
That was an experience. I loved it. It really makes you appreciate, you know, the mechanics and the marketing and the status. And it's not just like a, ooh, let me buy a Rolex because it means that I can afford it and I want to be flash and show everyone. No, I think it's, you know, they really sell it, the respect. And it's very inspiring, I think it is.
One of the things, if there was one takeaway I had from both of these stores, because they are like the kingpins of status, they are the kingpins of luxury, and the reason they are able to charge so much isn't just what's put into the watch. Like, yes, a Rolex is solid gold, a Chanel purse is valuable cowhide, although probably not nearly as valuable as the actual watch. And yes, the craftsmanship is the best of the best, but the real reason people are dropping 50 grand for a watch or $10,000 for a purse is not what it's made out of. It's not the craftsmanship. That's a small part of it. What they're really buying is the status. It is the story behind the product that helps people feel like they're buying into greatness. And one of the things that we just did is we actually watched a movie in the Rolex store, and it was fascinating because the entire 3-4 minute video was focused on how Rolex was used by people who were great. The person that climbed Everest first, the first person in the world to swim across the English Channel. All of these great challenges and adversities that have been overcome were done by people wearing Rolexes. That was the brand they were trying to convey. That's what the story they're selling is. And of course, most people can't climb Everest. Most people can't dive to the bottom of the earth. But you can buy the watch that has been there for those people. You can buy into that story. For me, that's the really fascinating part about luxury goods, is that these people, they're some of the most fine storytellers of our planet. To get somebody to be willing to drop $50,000 to buy into that product, it says a lot. It's so good that I'm buying in. I'll tell you what I got when we get home. All right, a day has passed by and I realize I never concluded. So as I'm here getting ready for a live stream on Lost Creator Academy, I'm actually talking about how I kicked one of my worst habits, but that's a story for LCA, and you can go check it out in the link down below if you want to join us. But what did I order? The truth is, it's a watch I'll probably never wear. Not much, at least. It'll be truly for special occasions, but drum roll, please. The watch that I have requested to buy, again, different from buying, I've requested to get it, is the day date in gold with white. Actually, a friend of mine owns the watch. I remember trying it on and saying to myself, this has to be the most beautiful watch I've ever seen. It's heavy, it's premium, it just feels so good on the wrist. But again, this is something I really don't see fitting into my daily wardrobe. I like to dress casual. I live in Bali. It's not very often I'm getting done out. Now the price tag is pretty ridiculous. This watch is made of solid gold. It is a Rolex. For those two reasons, it has a pretty insane price tag. In total, it's gonna come to about 42,000 US dollars, which is maddening. There was only 7 years ago that I was working as an accountant and I was making about 30 a year. So to put that kind of money on something that you wear as a wristwatch seems pretty unrealistic. In fact, even back in the day, I remember thinking, who the heck would buy one of these watches? It's absurd, it makes no sense. And I think that my way of looking at things has definitely changed as I've aged, as I've become, further in my own profession. I'm in a totally different place. I don't make $30,000 a year anymore. But one of the things that's really changed the way I look at this wristwatch is that it is basically an investment. The minute I get that watch, that $42,000 watch can be sold in the aftermarket for about $50, $55. And while no investment in the world only goes up, sometimes there's going to be moments where there's downturns and where investments drop. Luxury goods have been one of the most promising investments during this current recession, if you will. And through good times and bad times, these investment classes have typically plateaued or appreciated. And right now we're going through a time of extreme appreciation. Now, just the other day, I was actually speaking with a watch collector, and one of the things he told me, one of the reasons he put millions of dollars into wristwatches, it feels so old saying wristwatch, is because they can easily be moved. If you try to take, 2 kilograms of gold on a flight, not a chance. You can't do that. You're going to be stopped by customs. But what you're wearing is actually not going to fall under that same scrutiny. If you're just wearing a single watch, I'm not talking about packing your bag full of Rolexes, but wearing a single one, that is part of your outfit, and it allows you to be able to move from border to border. And right now, I hate to be the skeptic, I don't love having all my eggs in one basket. Even coming from a place like Canada, where I used to think that was the unshakable country. I don't feel comfortable having all my assets there. In fact, I've moved out most of them. With something like jewelry, it's one of the ways that the wealthy are able to have more control over their assets. And this is something I took into consideration with this upcoming investment that I hope I have the opportunity to make. So yeah, fun little chat. Hope you guys found it interesting. Something I want to do more of on this channel is not just travel, but also, you know, wealth management, investments. If that's something you want to hear more about, then let's hang out. Subscribe to the channel, because there's more videos like this to come. And I got a live stream in like 2 hours, and I have to do some preparation, so I'll see you guys later.